Next up is Neall. Neall, come on up.
How do you make this work?
Oh, no, I already adjusted it for you. There you go.
I had the good fortune a few years ago to live in Brighton, England, and I was writing poetry on the beach, but I came back, my lady and I were living in Montreal, we moved back to Vancouver, and I started writing the poetry that has turned into a book. But the beginning of this was that I was walking down the stairs at the library here in New West, and there was a woman who'd snuck out to have a smoke, was walking down the stairs with me, and she said, "Do you write poetry?" And I said, "No, but I have written one." And she said, "You're going to read it tonight." And I said, no way possible. And I thought, there you go. Tell me about my poetry. And she turned out to be Candace James.
No.
And she went to the front of the podium at the front. And after all the open mic was finished, she said, "And Neall is going to come and read us a poem." So in honor of Janice and the 16 books that she's published or whatever,
68
I
or
will read
48.
the poem that I read that night.
98.
And it's called "The Church with No Roof." A boy stood in the doorway of the church with no roof. It also had no windows. It also had no doors. The walls still stood, but between them lay the rubble. Just yesterday it was a whole church, with a roof and windows and doors. He had walked by here just yesterday on his way to school, as he does every day on his way to school. Just yesterday it was a whole church with a roof and windows and doors. Just yesterday his world was whole, that had roofs and windows and doors. Just yesterday he had a father that he proudly walked alongside as the soldiers 2 by 2 passed the church and boarded their train to fate. But this day is different, for the church has no roof, and he no longer has the secure knowing of where his father is. Just yesterday his pride was whole with the certainty of a roof and windows and doors. Mother says he's safe in the underground, but he feels his mother's fear, the fear that teaches him to be afraid of those he knows not. The confusion of emotion inside, for love for some and vengeful rage at others. He dare not think they hate him so and wish his family dead. Just yesterday his emotions were whole, with a roof and windows and doors. He has a place inside where he hides all the fear-filled feelings the uncertainty of existence must not show. He dare not think what horrors might befall him as he sleeps. He dare not ask, why do the other hate us so? Just yesterday his love was whole, with a roof and windows and doors. His feeling thoughts, I don't want my dead to be dead, like my mate's dead. I don't want the bombs to hurt my mom. I need to protect her. There is only one mother and one father per family. All the rest are strangers. Just yesterday, his family was whole with a roof and windows and doors. He lives on a street where the houses have roofs and windows and doors to keep out the dampness and the cold. Just yesterday, he had a mom and a dad to holiday with and be safe. But today brings the knowledge his world has been bombed, while just yesterday his world was whole with a roof and windows and doors. It is the same world, but his view has been shifted, that this child's soul has been hurt. The world is now an unsafe place, a place where bombs are dropped with the intention of killing and destroying. Just yesterday, this church was a whole church with a roof and windows and doors. For a moment, I was that boy as I stood before the entrance to the church in Portsmouth, England, thinking the child who stood in this experience of learning at the entrance to the church with no roof and no windows and no doors.